Hola, Tango Explorers. We're going to talk now about grounding and wind-up. And what do we mean by the term grounding? It's something that you will hear tango teachers talking about quite frequently. It's the concept that we're so firmly rooted into the floor that it's very difficult for us to lose our balance. We will come to learn that tango can be quite a challenging dance in terms of balance because we've got two people moving very closely with each other and around and through each other, moving around, away and towards, in the same direction, opposite directions. There are many ways in which one can lose the balance. So we want to preserve our balance by being well into the floor. So how can we learn how to do that? A wall can be a perfect partner because it gives you exactly as much pressure as you give it. Now, so find a wall. Move up against the wall. In my case, I'll just use the edge of this door. And if I have my body well structured, but I'm not using my muscles in any particular way, I can very lightly push and with almost zero effort push myself over. If, however, in the same structure of posture, if I send the force down into the floor, basically what I'm doing is pulling up on my feet so that the energy that would be pushing me back this way is being redirected into the floor. One very important aspect of grounding, if I am moving forward, we can also sideways. If I push against my partner sideways, it takes very little effort to push this very tall object over. If, however, I send my energy down into that foot and I press with the edge of that foot, I can put considerable effort, push, and be grounded. We want to do it on all four sides. So I will, the simple test, if I'm not organized. If I'm organized in my body, notice I'm not leaning into the wall. I am still quite vertical, but I am pressing with the edge of the foot. It has the effect of sending the energy that goes this way, it sends it down into the floor. We can even do it a little awkwardly behind us. Again, I can push very lightly and I'll be pushed over. Or I can activate my muscles and push quite hard and not be pushed over. The challenge for you is to feel what's happening in your body. I'm going to suggest that you'll feel all of your core activating to tie this part into your legs, and your ankles will be working very efficiently. They'll have a good effort to tie the feet strongly into the body and create a force that resists the push. Also, we want our feet pressing into the floor, spreading out, becoming soft and spread out. We don't want the toes gripping. The toes, you want to feel the space between the toes. You want to feel as if the foot is flattening and spreading. And you will naturally your body will naturally know how to resist. Okay, so that's grounding. And then how does that relate to the wind-up? As a pitcher, if I have a ball and I throw it from here, I won't have much force. If, however, I take it back and I use my whole body, I can then send it with a great deal of force. Well, of course, we don't want a lot of force in our dancing, but we do want to very clearly communicate with our partner. So how does that work? If I want to take a forward step, like with throwing the ball, if I simply send my weight to the front, it's like I'm falling over and catch myself. But in the tango, we want to be firmly rooted. So what I'll do is send my weight, like with a pitch, I send my weight back. I can feel my heel, I can feel my whole foot, and then I can extend my other foot in preparation for the push that sends me across the floor. Back weighting and push. How is this going to affect a partner? So my partner is this side, and they're going to go backwards. Well, it turns out that back weighting is exactly the same kind of signal that I need and the same kind of wind-up or preparation that I need for stepping backwards. So if my partner sends my weight forward, I'm connected to my partner, I feel their weight going back, which sends my weight forward, and that's a signal to me to extend my leg ready to move however far my partner moves. We've got sort of a spiral. It's the universal geometry is the spiral of our DNA, the way our muscles spiral around our bones to give us rotating as well as linear movements. We also do it on sideways steps. So if I'm going to take a step to the side, I will weight the other side so it's well grounded and able to push if I simply want to change weight. No, scratch that. That's another subject. So, grounding, the ability to stay fixed, no tension. I'm not carrying tension in my body. I'm simply structuring my body so that the energy goes where I want it to go. And wind up. The idea that in order for me to go forward, I've got to first prepare going backward. Same way if I want to step backward, I first got to prepare forward and then reach. Same way sideways, I first prepare in the opposite direction to fully weight that foot, to ground that foot so that it will propel me horizontally across the floor. Grounding and wind up.